What's up, fight fans? Welcome back to the channel. And today, we're diving into a wild storyline involving Joe Rogan, Dana White, Jon Jones, and even the White House. Yeah, this one is crazy. So let's get right into it. As most of you already know, President Donald Trump announced that the UFC will host a massive fight card at the White House next year to celebrate 250 years of American independence. The event is still months away, but fighters are already lining up trying to secure a spot. And not just any fighters, the biggest names in the sport. We've got Conor McGregor trying to make his long-awaited return on the card. And of course, Jon "Bones" Jones, the former heavyweight and light heavyweight champ, once in too. He's been publicly pushing for a comeback fight on June 14 in Washington, D.C. But here's the twist. While Dana White sounded open to Conor's return, he completely shut down Jon Jones's idea. Straight up said Jones is too unreliable for such a high-stakes event. That's a pretty harsh statement coming from the UFC boss. But someone very close to Dana White disagrees, and that's Joe Rogan. Rogan has been part of the UFC family for over 20 years, and he's so tight with Dana that he's even said he'd quit the promotion if Dana ever stepped away. But when it comes to the White House fight card, they're not exactly on the same page. On a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, Rogan revealed his dream White House lineup. And yep, Jon Jones is right there on it. Here's Joe Rogan's ideal three-fight blockbuster card. Alex Pereira versus Jon Jones. He said he would love to see that matchup at the White House. Striker versus arguably the greatest MMA mind ever? Absolutely insane. Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler. He said it himself, that would be awesome. That's a fun fight. And honestly, it's the fight everyone's been waiting on for 2 years. And Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria. And he's right, that would be pure chaos. Pound for pound, elite talent, two killers at the top of their game, fighting on the lawn of the White House. Imagine that visual. Now let's talk about Jon Jones, because this man really wants in. Earlier this week, Jones responded to fans on X and said he doesn't even need to be the main event to fight at the White House. That's huge because he hasn't fought anything other than a main event or title fight since 2011. 15 years of always headlining. And he's willing to give that up just to be part of this historic show. That tells you how much this opportunity means to him. So the real question now is, will Dana White change his mind? If Joe Rogan is publicly backing Jones and fans want the matchup, does Dana bend a little? Or does he stick to his stance and keep the card limited to names he fully trusts? Let me know what you think. Should Jon Jones be on the White House card? Or is Dana White right to hesitate? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.